You ready to eat, buddy? Are you ready to eat? Look at this, bud. Oh, look at that. Yum, yum.
Edward, what are you doing? Oh, got bucked off the bowl.
Oh, the fun has begun. The rush is on. The horses are moving. Oh, and my phone is ringing. Murphy's Law, Murphy's Law. I was just thinking, if you guys were here right now, I could stay in this tractor and just rest. And it's getting kind of chilly outside. Wind's picking up. I could sit here, rest my eyes, not even have to get out. You guys could fill up the planter for me. I won't have to do a thing. And then when you get done, knock on my window. Daddy Cornstar, go plant that off. We'll wait to refill you. And that's what I'm getting ready to do, is go out there in the miserable weather, fill up the planter. Not looking forward to it. Dragging my feet, buying time, talking to you guys, wasting every second of the day. Gonna have to work longer to make up for this few minutes of taking time. So remember that throughout the day. Get out, stretch. Oh, God. Don't forget to drink water. And I even, now that I'm trying to be smart on what I'm eating and stuff, I used to like reach over, grab a bunch of Reese's peanut butter cups and even more, and then eat some more and wish I even had more. I brought some peanuts out now, so when I'm hungry, feel like I'm dying and I need a little tie over, peanuts. The good thing about peanuts is it makes you thirsty. So then that forces you to drink some water. Otherwise, you could go all day not drinking any water. You get home at night and then you realize you haven't peed for 2 days because you don't have water in you. I've lost almost 18 pounds. That's unreal. That's just getting rid of that junk food, getting rid of the pop, all the candy and all that crap. I'm not saying I don't eat a little bit of that. I still do. Just haven't for a little while now. But I'm trying to be smart. Like the other day I was in the shop. Oh, dying for Reese's peanut butter cup. Oh, I was dying for one. Dying for 3 or 4, to be honest. I actually went to the freezer a couple times, grabbed a couple, and then it's like, no! Don't let your temptation take your temptation to make you tempted to eat it and then eat it. So, been doing pretty good, and I feel good and everything. I've always felt good. I really don't feel any difference. I look at myself in the mirror, I don't really feel, but I probably just got rid of some of that sugar fat and stuff that I didn't need to be lugging around. But 18 pounds is what I've lost. You think about that, it'd be like carrying 2 gallons of milk all day long strapped to your back. One thing we do when we're out here in the field also, I put this old graphite powder, put a little bit on the beans. See if we can get a little bit on here. Yesterday it was so windy, I really didn't put much on because it was blowing away before it got on the seed. It don't take a lot, but it just helps our metering units and stuff when we're planting. It helps everything run nice and smooth. And I'll show you here in a second. What this little powder does here, down here, there's a disc that when this thing turns around, I don't know if you can see it down there, but beans will drop down, and then they drop down a tube that goes in the ground. Well, that slippery stuff will make that plate when it's spinning around all day long. It just gives it something shiny to make it. It just makes it turn easy, helps wear, kind of like running an engine. Your pistons are going up and down all day. Take away your engine oil. You're gonna find out you're gonna have an issue real quick. Well, it's kind of the same thing with this. So anyhow, let's get the lids back on and we can get back to plant. Oh, put these on, keep all the dirt and everything out of them. Some of this stuff when you're working with a planter, it's not hard, but when you're filling it, putting the lids on, you want to kind of look around, check everything out, make sure everything's looking good. Yesterday it was so windy, it was hard. You couldn't even, it was absolutely miserable. Get out of the tractor, all the dust is just blowing all over, and you get somewhere, eyes were getting plastered. And then it was a little bit on the chilly side, so that don't make it no fun. This is where the planters that have the big center fills in the middle just makes it nice. What's the deal here? Deal or no deal? I take box number 6. Woo, doggy. All right, let's get back in the tractor here and get things fired back up and hit the field. I got some wipes in there, we'll wipe our hands. Everything gets all sticky with, not fun. Well, funny. Smells like purple Gatorade. Well, I guess that don't really smell bad. Guy's got to remember that when he's out working. Try to keep the hands clean. I shouldn't say really clean, but right now I've been working in that bean dust and stuff. I don't want bean stuff all over my steering wheels. Reading the comments, you guys got good comments. Somebody asked, Daddy Cornstar, maybe not that words, but DC, why don't you guys replant seed that you already planted instead of buying it? A lot of the corn and stuff we plant, you really won't be able to plant that. It won't grow because it's not treated. It's not the special corn that gets put in the ground. But I'm planting beans. A lot of beans, you probably could go out and plant it and they would grow and stuff. But we sign an agreement with the companies that we buy from, do not want to plant their crop again. Not what you'd want to do. So the agreement is that you cannot replant their crop, anything like that. I would be scared to, because what if they have it treated like Roundup Ready beans? You go out and spray Roundup on it. Would it kill it? Would it not? Do they have it treated? I don't know, but that is part of the agreement, because they're doing all the research on the seed, the companies that we're buying from. So they're doing the research on the seed. They spend a lot of money on different traits and everything. So we sign that agreement, we stick with it. When you sign a contract, remember this. When you sign a contract, you better remember what you signed, because I think sometimes people put contracts out and they don't read it on their part. But if you don't follow the deal with the contract, they want to make you stick to it. And if they don't follow the contract, I don't know. We've had some run-ins on stuff like that. So anyhow, we got the planter rolling back there, if you can see it. Beautiful, beautiful day. I have a spot up here and I'm trying to decide what I should do. It's gonna make it a little slower. Oh, we got a seed bed run. I'll take you up here so you can see it. I'm running out of seed. We have a spot here. We're getting water. I don't know if you can see it or not down there. We're getting water. So it makes it kind of hard right now. There's kind of a bigger wet spot here on the drawway. But then I've been able to go back and forth through all these drawaways. Well, now I'm hitting this wet spot. I really hate to I don't want to go down past it into wetness and then cross it with a tractor. Then it's going to make it rough for Cooper when we get that plug fixed on the tile. I don't want to leave tracks on it, and then Cooper's not going to like that when he's baling hay. So it looks like I'm going to have to make some inroads here. It's going to take a little bit longer now, but I don't want to get stuck in the water either. I need a boat. I need a boat. It's always hard when you get these things fixed and then something like this happens. I mean, something's out of everybody's control. They got to find a way over to the seed tender. It's funny, when you start a field in the morning or whenever you start it, you always look across and think, wow, it's going to be a long time before I'm on the other end of the field, whichever way you're going. And then you just keep going back and forth, and before you know it, we're just about done with this field. The field I'm in, I don't know, it's weird. It feels soft, almost like you're on whipped cream almost. It feels really sinky, but it's not wet. But once you make a track, like you get your inrows done, and then you turn it around in your inrows with a planter, it's bumpy.